After Christmas vacation, we're back. Did you even get these? I don't know who he's talking to.
I think it's basically like a monologue, just in case if you haven't played the game for a while and you want to get back into it, to give you a quick idea of what's going on.
Well, I know it's a monologue, but I'm like, who talks to themselves like that?
Oh my god, it's a Michael Bay film.
Yeah, pre-rendered cutscenes. So there are pre-rendered cutscenes, so you're gonna get black bars.
Yeah, that's the only thing that they bothered to redoing, because this is the remake version, the HD remake, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Who directed this stage? Michael Bay?
Exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just flabbergasted.
Oh my god, this is the best knuckle rap ever. Yeah. Ready? I'm down at Pumpkin Hill, graveyard window be. And here's the first upgrade for Knuckles.
Yep, the shovel claws.
Hey.
He looks freaking ridiculous at the end. We get all his power up.
Yeah, I do get them all though too.
Yeah.
Hey, if they ever did a live-action Sonic movie, who would want to be Sonic?
We actually talked about this in a previous part when I said they actually did have an idea in plan to actually make a Sonic film, and I said it was Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is Sonic.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey, Sonic.
Whoa, dude, what's going on? And then I think Knuckles was. There was a couple talks about Knuckles. It was either that basketball player with the blonde hair with all the rings, or it was either
Dennis Rodman.
It's either Dennis Rodman or Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel as Knuckles.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Fun.
He's Groot.
And then Katie, what's her name? The girl from Batman and Robin, who plays
Katie
Batgirl.
Holmes.
No, the woman
Batman and Robin, not the good Batman movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Alicia Silverstone?
Yes, man, she was going to be Amy, and then Danny DeVito was going to be Robotnik.
Batman and Robin was an amazing movie.
Shut up, Nick.
And also, Nick, you can't really say that because you lost your trolling rights.
Yeah, that's right. You didn't deliver the DMC videos in time, so that means no more trolling ever.
Hooray! So yeah, Pumpkin Hill is a bit of a bitch, because this is when you start to notice how flawed the whole new Knuckle Emerald finding radar is.
Because
I think in general, gameplay from all the previous characters, with the exception of Sonic and Shadow, are pretty meh.
Oh, that's the thing is that little skeleton dog you get there, if you get that little animal, you give it to the chows in the chow garden. It basically can clear all the chows of their animal parts.
Yeah, no. It's just that here. It's just at this point in the game, the levels are getting too big for this flawed radar. So
yeah, because you guys probably didn't see in the first game, all 3 radars were activated already. So it doesn't mean you have to go off and actually try to find it. Don't tell me it's underneath the platform.
yeah, it is. So I was like, it's underneath the platform, isn't it?
Wait, that's where it was?
Yeah, there's some in Sonic Adventure 2. There's some dick move places where the emeralds are, because the radar is so flawed. You wouldn't even like in the first part, you wouldn't even know an emerald piece was above your head at the start until you actually got to that radar.
The annoying thing I was quite annoyed about was they never asked, because I was at Summer of Sonic, they never bothered to ask the main creators who worked on that game, asked them, so why is the radar system, why did they change the radar system from 1 to 2? I'm still annoyed about that.
Because they thought it'd be better, but then when they found out it wasn't, because it was flawed because the levels are too damn big.
Yeah, well, especially the last one. This is like when it starts to get a bit annoying. I think when you realise they're getting too big is when you go to the underwater mine.
That one I don't mind so
Yeah.
much. It's Meteor Herd that I hate so much.
Yeah, but getting the power up in that level is a bitch.
Yeah, because it's so great. You know, being on a big map with only 1 radar working at a time. It's genius. Absolutely genius.
It just gets on your nerves because, you're going after the first emerald piece, and it's like, let's just say, like, there's 5 levels in the actual level. The first piece is all the way down at level 5. The second piece is up on level 1. So you just basically had to backtrack to get to the second piece when you could have gotten it right there and then without even backtracking.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I do like Pumpkin Hill design, even though it looks like Red Mountain quite a bit.
Yeah.
With all this backtracking, it kind of almost reminds me of Metroid. So what is this? Setroid?
It's all fiction now.
It's Metnik, something like that.
The thing is that the emerald finding levels in the first game were good. It's just in the second game they muck them up quite badly.
Sure,
and then,
because it's so great going around an entire map finding one emerald.
It's 3 pieces, the emerald, Nick, get that right.
Oh,
I love this cutscene. I love this. And also this when
that little girl just creeps me out with that face every time.
It's you!
She just creeps me out. It's just that face. I don't know what it is.
And also, if you look at the letters in the background, I think this was the first time Sega or Japan and Sega referenced Robotnik as Eggman as Robotnik. If you look there, it says Robotnik Empire. And it's the first appearance of the Eclipse Cannon.
Yep.
Because
it's always a great idea having your major weapon have your face on it instead of, camouflaging it or something.
It was.
It was half a meteorite, Nick.
And there's
trying to find some flaws. Nick.
There's one for right here, and there goes Eggman killing half of the planet.
And people give Man of Steel crap.
Yeah. But yeah, again, this is Robotnik we're talking about. He's a mad, loony scientist to do anything well concrete. He just blew up half the moon right there.
Yeah, he would kill half the people on Earth.
Yeah, and that's
he still has the title of villain under his name.
Yeah. And also, that was only the power of 5 Chaos Emeralds. So if you take out half the moon with 5 Chaos Emeralds, that's pretty impressive.
No shit, son.
So yeah, this is basically they're trying to work out. Okay, we basically need to try to stop him. And conveniently, Tail just pulled Chaos Emerald out from his ass.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff that just with the writing they just pull shit out their ass.
Funny enough, that's actually explained a little bit why Tails actually got that emerald. You have to play the bad guy storyline to understand where he gets that emerald from. But if you play the hero storyline, you don't really know where the fuck he gets that emerald from.
Well, apparently Tails' ass is like some sort of dark black hole where an infinite amount of Deus Ex Machina can be able to come out of nowhere.
That's pretty much all characters, to be honest.
Yes?
Patricia, it's the exact same science as RPGs.
To be fair, every single Sonic character can do that. Well, it's like they said it in Sonic Generation. They made a joke of it. They said, "So where did you put all those rings?" I don't know. I never asked. But yeah, Tails going on random destruction thing. Kirby's just as good as Tails. Look at him. He's just destroying everything in his path.
Because they don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, Tails like dun 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 kill kill kill.
And
the Schadenfreude.
And for some reason, Tails is wanted for $1 million.
Yeah, the greedy got a Chaos Emerald, and also they think he's a accomplice to Sonic, who they've been trying to capture since the beginning. And here's Tails' first power up. He have the boosters.
You know, if Sega and Rocksteady were to have like a combined game, I'm sure it'll probably be in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
What did you?
Red Dead Redemption, Tails.
You mean Rockstar?
No, I just
Rockstar, Rockstar.
If you look at the site. Oh, sorry.
No, just go ahead. All I was gonna say is that you can see that Tails' missions and levels are just tacked on because they don't really have anything to do with the story.
Yeah, if you look at the sign there, basically there's a little in reference, I think, when it says freedom. I think that's a reference to freedom fighters. Don't ask me on that, but I wouldn't be surprised that wasn't put there on purpose. Yeah. Also, what's the name of the city? Because didn't this city reappear in Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah, well, it's just the reskin of Radical Highway, but they call it Mission Street.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember the name of the city set in. It's like
it's Mega City 1.
It's still the same city from Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, no, that's Station Square. This isn't Station Square.
Oh, I thought it
Mega
was.
City 1.
I think it's Westrospis or something like that. Oh, that's gonna bug me. I don't need to look that up now.
Alright.
Where's Dread?
So this is a senseless blowing stuff up with no story.
Sounds like the Expendables to me.
Well, no, it's just that you can tell that they just tacked on Tails because all his levels don't have any story or repercussions whatsoever. It's just blow stuff up and get to the end.
Well,
because this level is so amazing.
Yeah, people like Nick and people who just love it is gonna be able to go crazy over it.
Nah, I'd prefer watching Pacific Rim.
Exactly.
Hey, you shut your mouth. Pacific Rim is awesome.
Hey, you gotta watch out here. Oh god,
That's right. I know. I hate that.
Because you don't move fast enough to move past it, and especially when you're running up here as well. Look how slowly you move.
Because of the mech. I was like, Tails can go faster than this.
Gotta go fast, gotta go Sonic X.
Oh no, not again.
Oh, there we go,
What?
Westrospis. That's what it is. I think that's the name of the city Tails in at the moment. I'm not so sure if it's Station 12 or bugging the hell out of me.
I just. You'd think that Tails would get mad at Sonic every now and again that Sonic just goes off and doesn't ask Tails to do anything.
He sort of did when you play Sonic Lost World. He does get a bit jealous, a bit angry at Sonic, especially when he knocks that conch shell out of Robotnik's hands.
Huh.
You know what? Doesn't Tails watch anime?
No.
First rule of anime:
Really?
always make your giant robot faster than the other guys.
No, the thing is that I don't know why they gave him a mech when he doesn't need one in the first place.
Yeah, like you just said, Tristan, earlier, you can tell his levels are so tacked on.
Yeah, because I saw him because half the time it's hard for you to navigate. And I'm like, did they just plop Tails and make re-render a previous level and just put in some of Robotnik's game mechanics into the level and just plop Tails in there because he can barely do anything.
Yeah. And also that artwork there, I think that's the same artwork they used for what is it? The same art style, for the first Sonic Adventure game / the Sonic Advance games.
I guess the reason why they had to put Tails in there, since he was a very pivotal character in the series, they basically had no other choice but to include him in.
Yeah,
so pivotal. He's just a tacked on player 2 version who contributes nothing.
Because weren't the original characters that you could play as were Sonic, Shadow, and Dr. Robotnik or Dr. Eggman?
Yeah, those were originally teased in the original teaser trailers you could play as, and then possibly Shadow the Hedgehog. So I think the only 2 playable characters that were not announced until quite late on was Rouge and Tails.
You know, Shadow is highly overrated.
Did you think about it? If you only play as Knuckles, Sonic, and Robotnik and Shadow, they're the only character that deliver stuff to the actual plot of the story. Yeah. I think Rouge only has one mission that basically delivers something to progress the story, and that's basically Chaos Emeralds, which is on the Dark Side mission.
Yeah.
You know, to be quite honest, I never really saw the purpose of Rouge to begin with.
Easy fan service. There you go. Thanks.
Well, besides that, there has to be something else.
They wanted another female main character.
Good point.
Because
if not, then we would have had Amy.
Yeah. If you think about all the female characters we've got so far, we had a stalker, a whiny little brat, and a slut.
Alcoholic Minds.
Yeah, too bad that is not mechanical with the video games.
And also
fantastic!
And also a tomboy as well, which is Blaze. Oh, this is the level I hate, because there's a particular power up here you need to get for the final act, the final chapter in the game, and it's so annoying to get.
Oh,
it's annoying if you don't know what you're doing. Because I got annoyed with this too when I didn't know what to do. But the first thing you're supposed to do is get the air necklace. Yeah,
because I actually had to get. Luckily when I bought this game, I brought it with the walkthrough of it, and I was so glad I did back back in the day because I would have gotten so lost. This level is a pain.
The walkthrough books are actually way better than the internet.
Yeah, it depends on making them. Yeah, you see this?
Well, usually it's the game
I didn't
company.
even know it was in there either.
Also, yeah, Patricia, you're probably wondering what's going on. Basically, you remember we said the water temple in Legend of Zelda was a bit of a pain?
Yes.
This is basically Sonic's equivalent to it.
Oh, lovely.
Because
Gotta go
you
through all
basically
3
got
levels.
to go up here as fast as possible before you drown.
And this is one aspect that I wish that Sega would have done their research on, because hedgehogs know how to swim.
Yeah. Well, this is what I mean. It's just like Tristan actually got it, because I know some people are not fast enough to get down here. Basically, he got the water breather thing now, the portal necklace thing, so he can breathe underwater as long as possible now.
Yeah, well, thank God they were able to rectify that, because let's be honest, those underwater levels in Sonic were a bitch.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, in this game, there's only 2 characters that can breathe underwater constantly, and that's Knuckles, and if you play 2-player mode, it's Chaos.
Chaos I can understand, but...
Well, they kind of fixed that. Oh, they added on it to where, like, in, was it Sonic the Hedgehog 4, Episode 2, basically, you know that Tails can swim now. You can use submarine mode to where Sonic's holding Tails, and Tails is using his propellers.
I gotta admit, that's actually kind of cute. It's Sonic Episode 4, Sonic 4 Episode 2.
Yeah.
It's like we've been on this level for almost 2.5 minutes, and we still haven't found the second cow symbol piece.
Yeah, cause it's back
we're gonna
up.
be here a while, aren't we?
No, it's back up at top. This is what I hate. I was up there like not even a minute before, and it didn't even register.
Yeah. So basically, you need to change the water level to a certain height so you can get back to the top. Yeah. This whole level had to deal with water controls and stuff like that.
Hey, speaking of water, coming soon in February, Tristan LP's Ocarina of Time.
I said that at May. I didn't say I was.
God.
And coming in like June, I'm LPing Twilight Princess. Yeah, that's the one.
Of course.
Really? This ought to be interesting to see.
So where's DMC then?
Coming in January, I finished DMC.
We'll wait and see on that.
Yeah, definitely.
A gentleman's bet.
You already did the bet and you lost.
No, a gentleman's bet isn't a real bet. It's just something that gentlemen say.
Gee Christ, you're finding a lot of stuff here, Tristan.
Yeah, I was getting mad at this. I was like, okay, it said it was right around here.
Wait, is he Spider-Man?
Knuckles have always climbed.
I know, just...
Oh, please tell me you pick him up and slap him.
Yeah, see, I was just like getting mad and like, it says it's right here, but I'm not getting it.
Oh.
Hey, look, listen.
Near blue flame. Oh, this is so...
See, I'm like, okay, it's right there, and then I'm like, okay, right here, there.
Was it above the beam? Oh, there you go. Oh my god, that's what we mean by, guys, basically, it's so figurative. You have to get in such the right place, it's unbelievable.
No, if you played the original, the original version on the Dreamcast, they didn't have that little icon that comes above your head. You basically had to keep digging until you got it.
Yeah.
Or throw your controller at the wall.
No, you'd spend about, like, on average, if you barely playing it for the first time, you'd spend about an average of 8 to about 15 minutes on Knuckles levels or Rouge's levels alone.
It's very, very... it's hard.
It's not hard, it's just monotonous. And
it's just tedious.
Remember, kids, if you can't beat a level, always get a Game Genie.
I just remember the name of that city.
What?
Central City. You'll remember it. And yeah, it did appear in, it also appeared in Sonic Battle Shadow the Hedgehog and the Sonic the Dark Brotherhood. I knew I recognised that level, damn it. Oh, I hate these robots. I don't know why.
Since it's the end of the year and everyone's going to get comfortable and start binge watching TV shows next year. I'm going to recommend a show that people should watch.
What's up?
No, take a guess.
Oh, let me guess. It's Doctor Who, isn't it?
No.
Oh god, you got two Armor Childs going at once. Justin, what have you done?
Well, at one point, I glitched to where Elmo Child wasn't gonna say anything. And I was like, wait a minute, he's not saying anything. Good.
And then he just like flies up behind you. It's like peekaboo.
No, but if you guys got Hulu, go watch Misfits. That's a good show.
Oh, yeah, another one. Yeah.
It's an acquired taste, though.
Yeah, very, very out there. For the best way to put it. Oh god, I hate. So tedious.
This is just a perfect indication about how aged poorly that Sonic Adventure 2 is.
The thing is, basically, I still reckon this was bad, even when this first came out, to be honest. This is not aged well, that's the problem.
Well, no, it was bad when it came out, but back then when you were a kid, it was tolerable. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because if you look at Screw Attack's top 10 Dreamcast games, I think this is like a number 4 or something.
The thing is, this is actually quite a good game, that's the thing. It's a decent game. It's just, the Emerald missions are just tedious as fuck.
I know, I'm just saying, the first mission is the greatest mission of all time.
And this is where I don't get why Tails has a car.
Because cars are cool.
I'm on a boat.
But still, it's still redundant because Tails can fly.
No, that's not the thing. I was just like, he has to find the president. And yet he's gonna use a car when I don't know, a plane would be better.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Wait, so it says
transforming stuff.
Wait, so it says redundant as Nathan Petrelli in a airplane?
Huh?
It's a Heroes reference.
Oh, I haven't seen enough of that show.
So yeah, this is basically how Knuckle meet up with everyone else. Basically, going through the sewers and he accidentally find them. So yeah, Tristan does have a point here, because we already established that thing that Tails in can turn into a plane. So, transform a plane, go off the president? No,
I don't think so. Cars are better.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's called variety. Let's tack in some variety so it doesn't feel redundant.
There is a 2-player mini kart game in this actual game, so you can actually play it later on, and there's 2 unlockable characters in it as well, and that's a Chow and Egg Robo.
Yeah,
wait, are we gonna do some Tokyo Drift?
Yeah, this is awesome because this is Route 101.
Yeah.
Why are you going so slow?
This is so tedious.
Looks like a prototype for that driving scene on Shadow the Hedgehog.
Don't remind me of that.
Sorry.
No, could you imagine driving on this highway?
Oh god, you just remind me of something. This is actually when you do the harder missions, there's some requirements you have to do as well. Like some of them is don't hit the walls.
Yeah, I know.
Another one, don't hit any cars.
What?
And the other one, don't get any rings. It is so hard, and you have to beat the clock every time as well. Here.
So they give you the drift on,
Dang!
but you have to, because Tails don't give a fuck.
Tails is like Vin Diesel and Paul Walker.
No, he's not.
In Fast 5, the thing with the safe.
Nick, where is the safe then?
The safe is pretty much Tails' whatever that is.
No, and there's a ramp in the middle of the road, golf course.
No, I just wondered how would this even go as a regular highway, because it's just one giant road and it's just water below, and it goes loops and all that. Oh, hey honey, where you gonna go? I'm gonna take the 101.
It's like
damn loop-the-loops in the curves.
It says basically the little kid goes up the motor and say, "Mummy, is Daddy going to make it home?" Say, "Well, he's going on Route 1, honey, but hopefully he make it back in time." I miss Daddy too. I know, I miss Daddy too as well.
And of course, a boost button.
Yeah, this is the same tornado used in Sonic Adventure 1, isn't it? The tornado 2.
Yeah, it's the Tornado 2 technically, but he made some modifications to make it turn into a mech for reasons I don't know.
Yeah,
because Michael Bay.
It's never explained.
No, he watched a bit too much Voltron.
Really? We're going to... And also, I never understand the boost either, because that randomly just turns up sometimes.
Yeah, they thought it was like, 20, 40, 50 rings, but no, it goes like 20, then maybe 45, then another like 75. It comes up randomly.
Wait, is that New York City?
No, it's meant to be San Francisco, based on.
Okay.
Yeah, Tails, it would have been a lot better if you just used the plane, you jackass.
Oh, well.
Or a boat.
And also, that's the pre-render water footage there we talked about earlier. Which is actually from video footage.
Hi, I'm Tails, and I'm a moron.
Which is funny, because doesn't Tails have a high IQ or something?
Yeah.
Like the same IQ as Dr. Eggman, whose IQ is of 300.
So, Patricia, I'm Tails, I'm smart. I don't use common sense.
And just there, you just saw Tristan unlock the kart racing mini game. And also, this is part of the storyline. Basically, they want to track down where Robotnik is, so where they could track down his base, by going to his car to get a DVD to scan it to try to find out when its origins came from.
Ah, it's because the president had Wi-Fi before there was Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no, tell me.
Well, if Mark can have Skype back in 1996, then I'm sure that Sonic can have Wi-Fi around, when did this game come out? Like 2000 or something?
2001.
I'm calling bullcrap on one. I'm calling bullcrap on one thing though. That picture is way too clear.
It's a bit, well, the frame rate's a bit shit on it.
Frickin' A.
That's Sonic.
That's Sonic's
calling. Sonic calling. He's upset with you, Nick. He's like, well, what do you say? What about my game now? Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil.
Sonic is really angry at you, Nick.
Yeah. Look at that right face.
Yeah, there goes Sonic's theme song.
I love Ryan drumming as Sonic.
I think because I know it's not on his fault. It's the script writers and all that. It's just they got everything wrong. It's just I know how it is that they don't take it into depth. It's just read what it says and do what it says, and that's where you get the weird voice acting.